through my mind is, you said last time he was here with a girl. Number one, I want to make sure it's me, right? Okay, good. You did say you were talking about me. It was all good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So I'm very, very brand new, and I'm going to mess my words up because that's what I do a lot. So I had a really hard time tonight trying to figure out what I was going to talk about because I'm the poster child adult side for the ADHD. If you've ever looked up ADHD, my picture's there, the biggest one and the cutest one. But anyway, so I was having a hard time. I had like 5 subjects I wanted to talk about tonight, and since my guy didn't want to hear me talk anymore, I decided to just come share it with you guys. So what I'm going to share tonight is I have a son that just turned 40, so calculate my age. Yes, I'm probably the oldest one here tonight. And he just celebrated his 40th birthday. Did I say he was autistic? I forgot. Did I say that part?
No, you did not.
Sorry. I have a son that just... I can't drink very well, and my words start getting mixed up when I speak another language. But he just he celebrated his 40th birthday. And so I'm going to tell you a couple things about that. Is there anybody here autistic? You can raise your hand. Okay. Or if you have symptoms, that's okay too. But anyway, so my mother passed away a few years ago, and I just want to tell you a couple stories about my son because he's kind of cute. But so she died about the time that Michael Jackson died, and he was very obsessed with Michael Jackson and all that kind of stuff. And so I took him to the hospital to visit my mother while she was in the hospital. And as we were leaving, Aaron said to my mother, who was not accepting of her cancer, because she had cancer, and she wasn't accepting of what the reality was yet. And he said to her, "Grandma, when you get up there, say hi to Michael Jackson for me." So my mom looked at me and I said, Mom, it's just Aaron, don't worry about it. So then when she died, I had to tell Aaron that she had passed away, and the way that I told him, because he's very literal, he needs the exact words. He doesn't want me to, say it the way we would say it, because we kind of talk in circles as regular humans, and we don't say what we really mean, and we get everyone confused. And so I said, Aaron, Grandma has died, and so I just needed you to know. And he'd watched enough movies that he knew how he was supposed to respond. And so he grabbed me and he put his arms around me, patted me on the back, and then I was just like, oh, that's so sweet. And he backs up and he goes, well, I guess that's that. And then he went on to say, do you think she's seen Michael Jackson yet? Do you think she's talked to her yet? And I said, Aaron, I don't want to hear it. I'm going to mourn the loss of my mother. So I walked away. And honey, your screen just fell off and I don't know your face. So anyway, I don't have the rest of it. So anyway, and then at the funeral, I don't know what we were thinking, but we let him be one of the pallbearers. And so we put the 3 skinny guys on one side with Aaron and the 3 macho guys on the other side. Again, we weren't thinking clearly. And as he was carrying the casket, he yells out very loudly, "This is like carrying my TV!" It's not very reverent for a funeral, but it was acceptable. So anyway, he has been the joy of my life. He was my oldest biological children. I raised 5 other. I raised 8 kids, so that's what I am. And then I met this guy, but anyway, that's a whole other story. So you don't stay married to the man that gives you those children because you go crazy with them. And then, so anyway, the one last story about my little son Aaron. So when he turned 12, he was very literal again. He was having a really hard time. He could tell you the difference. He could tell you if you were a boy or a girl, but he couldn't tell you why. So finally he had the little sex education class, and he came home, and he said, Mom, I know I'm a boy. And I said, good, how do you know? And he goes, because I have a penis. I said, good. And then he looks at me and he said, Mom, where's your china? And I said, in the cupboard. That's all I got.
Way to go to Miss Jeanie.
Way to go!
Yeah.